The case of Lori Vallow has captured the attention of the nation, with many left questioning how a seemingly ordinary mother could become embroiled in such a twisted and tragic story. From the mysterious deaths of her 2 children to her ties to a doomsday cult, Lori Vallow's actions seem unfathomable to most. However, as more details emerge, it becomes clear that Lori's dangerous and delusional beliefs played a significant role in her decisions. Lori Vallow's belief in doomsday and her association with the cult group Preparing a People are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to her delusional tendencies. According to those who knew her, Lori had long been convinced that she was chosen by God to lead a chosen group of people into the end times. This belief is known as grandiose delusion, where an individual believes they have special powers or abilities that set them apart from others. This type of delusion is not uncommon and is often seen in individuals with certain mental health disorders, such as bipolar disorder or schizophrenia. In Lori's case, it appears that her grandiose delusions were fueled by her involvement in the doomsday cult and strengthened by her belief in the teachings of their leader, Chad Daybell. However, grandiose delusion is not the only type of delusion that Lori Vallow displayed. In fact, her delusions were so severe and varied that it's important to understand the different types to gain a deeper understanding of her actions. One of the most troubling types of delusion that Lori exhibited was erotomania. This is a type of delusion where an individual believes that someone of higher status or importance is in love with them. In Lori's case, she believed that she was married to Chad Daybell in a past life, and that they were meant to be together in this life. This delusion likely contributed to her divorce from her previous husband and the subsequent marriage to Chad, as she believed it was part of their divine destiny. Erotomania can be extremely dangerous, as individuals with this delusion may become obsessed with their perceived love interest and act out violently if they feel their love is being rejected or threatened. In Lori's case, her children became collateral damage in her delusional pursuit of her perfect life with Chad. Another type of delusion that is prevalent in Lori Vallow's case is paranoia. Paranoia is a type of delusional disorder where an individual believes that they are being watched, followed, or targeted by others. This type of delusion can often lead to extreme behaviors, such as isolating oneself from friends and family, or becoming hostile towards others. Lori's paranoia was evident in her belief that her children were zombies, and that they needed to be removed from their lives in order to fulfill their divine purpose. This belief likely stemmed from the doomsday beliefs of the cult, and was further fueled by her extreme paranoia about being watched or targeted by outside forces. While some may argue that Lori Vallow's delusions were a result of her involvement in the doomsday cult and the influence of Chad Daybell, it's important to note that delusions are often a symptom of an underlying mental illness. It's possible that Lori Vallow had undiagnosed mental health issues that were exacerbated by her involvement in the cult and the influence of Chad. It's also worth noting that delusions are not exclusive to individuals with mental illness. In fact, many people experience mild delusions or grandiose thoughts from time to time without significant consequences. However, when these delusions become all-consuming and drive an individual's actions to the point of harming themselves or others, it becomes a serious issue that requires professional help. In the case of Lori Vallow, her delusions led to the tragic deaths of her 2 children, as well as the deaths of her previous husband and Chad's previous wife. It's a devastating example of how delusions, if left untreated, can have devastating consequences. So, what can be done to prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future? The first step is to destigmatize mental health and encourage individuals to seek help when they experience delusions or other symptoms of mental illness. It's also crucial for society to pay attention to warning signs and take action when someone's delusions become dangerous. It's also essential for friends and family to educate themselves on the signs and symptoms of different types of delusions and mental illness. By understanding these issues, loved ones can recognize when someone may need intervention and get them the help they need before it's too late. The tragic deaths of JJ and Tylee serve as a stark reminder of the danger of extremist beliefs and the harm they can cause. Chad Daybell's disturbing teachings may have been the initial catalyst for this tragedy, but without Lori Vallow's influence and support, it's possible that it could have been avoided. The influence of Lori Vallow in Daybell's cult-like group is a disturbing reminder of the power of manipulation and delusion. As we continue to learn more about this tragic case, it's crucial to recognize the danger of extremist beliefs and the role that enablers like Vallow can play in enabling those beliefs to turn into dangerous actions.